So, welcome to episode 39 of the NRG podcast, The Horse That Asked Why and Other Stories. I am back on introduction duties after the public outcry that after the two intros that Glenn did on the last two episodes, which were just quite frankly embarrassing and awful. So, I'm back by popular demand, mainly from the female fans. So, ladies, thank you very much. I'm back. I'm back on call.
Get on with
Get
it.
on with it.
All right, all right. So to start the episode, first of all, an apology. Last episode, you would have noticed that Mr. Ainsley's sound was ropey at best. Ross decided that it would be a good idea to test drive his Bose headphones for that episode, which was an absolute disaster. Ross, do you want to apologise to the listeners?
Sorry for Nick moaning. Let's get on to it. We've got the most amazing guest we've ever had, probably. Let's
Okay.
crack on.
Yes, no, absolutely. Now, I am super excited about this guest. We've been wanting to get him on for a long time. I don't know where to start. We've got so many questions, but Glenn, if you can just run us through a bit of an introduction to our guest, please.
Sure. So we're very lucky to have this gentleman here. He's born in May 8, 1966, which I believe is an interesting party in Faustino's every year with the El Romanzo crew. Winner of the Argentine Open 4 times with his 4 brothers. Incredible. 96, 99, 2000, 2004 as Indios Chaplet Futu. He has coached around the world. He's part of the Laureus Sports Award that has 243 ambassadors. He has been down to our neck of the woods that Ross and I saw him play in 91 in the 40 goal at Elliston. There's really not enough time to put down all of the things that he's won and done around the world and in this polo world. And Eduardo Heguy, thank you for joining us, mate.
It's a pleasure.
It's absolutely awesome. We have so many questions. But yeah, Nick, go with the first one, mate.
Yeah, so the first one is, Eduardo, I'm sure you've talked about it so many times, but what was it like growing up in your family? You've got it's a huge polo dynasty, father an absolute legend, all brothers absolute legends. What was it like growing up in that environment?
Something very natural, no? Because my grandfather, he played polo. He won the Argentine Open. He got into 6 gold. He won once the Argentine Open on 58. Then he won the first British Open, the first Gold Cup in 56
Wow.
with the team Los Indios. They got invited. They brought the horses on a ship, and then they went to Deauville. But they won the first British Open, and then my father, my uncle, they won it. My uncle 19 times the Argentine Open. My father 17. My cousins, the 4 of them, they got into 10 goals, and they won it many times. My 2 brothers. So it's something natural, no polo. I started riding before I started walking, and it's my passion also.
So Colonel Suarez was 57 to 81, and Juan Carlos Harriet won it 20 times. As you said, your uncle and your father, Alfredo, won it 15 times. What is it like growing up and being around that every day? The polo was spoken breakfast, lunch, tea. Everything you do is about that. Did you learn your polo organically from this? Is this how it worked?
Yes. I remember when I was very young, the team of Corozal, they let me stay and watch. They used to meet before the final of Palermo, every match the day before, no? To make the list of the horses and to talk about tactics. And I was allowed to stay and to listen to them without talking, no? I was very young. And those 4 amazing players know how they organize the tactics and the teams and the list of the horses and everything.
And what age were you?
No, I was very young. I was
He was born 66, so he's a baby.
10. They played together. The last time they played together, the Cup of the Americas, 1980. I was 14, and that's for Argentina. That's the last time that that team played together.
Wow.
I was 14, so when I was 9 probably, and then after when my father played with Celestino Garros, Benjamin Araya, and Alfredo Harriot also, I was involved. So it is, like I said at the beginning, it's something natural for me. I grew up on the polo world, no, with my cousins, with my brothers, with my uncle, with my grandfather, and it's been amazing, no.
So when you say they talk about the tactics that they're going to use and things like that, for 10 goalers, everyone's the same. They're playing against people of that age. How much of it just happens organically, or is there a lot of tactics in the throw-ins and stuff like that? They just play
No, they play polo, simple polo. It was different, like with less control of the ball, but with more speed, or not speed because the horses they are better now than before, but more open polo, no?
one hit sort of
One
get you
hit,
back.
backhander, anticipation.
Yes.
Anticipation. Now they don't anticipate more because they play with more control, no? Stopping and turning and then looking. This one, first hit it and then look.
See what happens.
See what happens. And it was the Harriot, they play at the back, and the Eggies at the front, and my uncle and my father, they were very fast. They used to turn very quick before they hit the backhander because they knew that they were going to hit the backhander. Exactly. And also the training of the horses was completely different. They used to sometimes play 2 checkers in a practice, the horses.
To get the horses fitter.
Exactly, because it was 7 minutes non-stopping, not 30 seconds at that time until the ball goes out, goal or a foul. And sometimes you play another minute and a half. And the horses, they play full checkers, two full checkers.
So they would practice the horses. They would play 2 checkers if they're a bit heavier or something.
See, and the horses that they were a little bit too strong, Minifaldo of Alfredo Harriot, a really famous mare, he used to play sometimes 2 checkers in the practice. That mare. So now if you say that to a player, they think that you're crazy. And you are crazy because the way that the polo is now is completely different. No?
But I think we all have this question. It's been crazy for me is the horses don't seem to get fit enough to do, because if someone gets stuck on a horse in the high goal now and it has to do 5 minutes, the horse is out, and you're like, should we be training them to do 2 chuckers, and then if they only have to do 5 minutes, it's better? What do you think?
It is a very good question, Glenn, because say something like you say something, if they don't stop and they play not even 5, they play 3 minutes, with no stopping, the horses, they are tied up. You see horses that they get very tired, no? Now they are like 200 meters runners, no?
Yeah.
They stop sprinters, exactly. But they don't breathe. They are not used to breathe that much, no? So it's not. And the practice of the Open, they put 5 minutes, but they never get to 5 minutes. They stop before. They are so fast, and we didn't have spare horses in each end of the field at that time when I started. Then Milo Fernandez Araujo is the one with the famous mare Pass that she played 3 checkers, but she was changing every half of the checker. Maybe probably he's the one who started like that on 96 probably. Sorry, 99 when he started. 96 we play with Picky, 99. And then it is probably when they start playing 3 minutes, 4 minutes, they check the horses and change it. But we didn't have spare horses on the end, in each end, and things like that. Going back to your question, probably if they prepare the horses, and also some horses, they play just one tournament, and they get fit just for the last game.
Yeah.
And if it rains or something happens or they have an injury, it is very difficult to put just for 1 game or 2 games the horse 100% fit.
And do you think it's something that needs to change? Like, do you talk to, for example, you've got Cruz here in England. Are you saying to him in the practices you need to give them more so they're ready, or?
No, because they change them.
That's just what they just change.
There are some players like Sapo Cassette or players that they don't push the horses that much, or they have an incredible on anticipation, and not the horse. They are jockeys, no? And so there are horse players that they take the energy quicker, no? You see Geta Castañona, the way that he turns and all the plays that is incredible, but he cannot play a full checker a horse. No?
They use them.
Exactly. Well, he has to change the style, and he's not going to do it because he's amazing how he plays, no? So the way that the polo is being played now, it is completely different. That's why we need the horses like that, and they need more numbers of horses to go to each match, more people. There are Formula One now, the teams, with pit stops in each corner,
Yeah.
trainers, horses walking around, under the fan with to put down the heart rate and things like that.
Wow.
It is incredible, but it's the evolution, and you cannot go against that. You have to adapt, and I think it's something that is good because the field are better, the horses are better, the players they are better, and everything. And what we are watching, it is different.
Yeah.
It's not that what they played before was bad.
No,
It is
just different.
It is different. It is different, exactly.
So you grew up with dad and uncle at 2 and 1.
The Harriots, they are my uncles also.
Oh,
Because my mother is Harriot.
Hang on, I think we need to actually touch base because a lot of our listeners have never been to England or Argentina.
right.
So let's do a little bit more about the family and the family tree in total. Because a lot of them I know.
No,
my father, my uncle, my mother is Harriot, so Juan Carlitos and Alfredo, they are my uncles. But I grew more at La Pampa than in Coronel Suarez, so at Chapalefu, playing with my cousins.
And your cousins?
And my cousins, the four of them, they got into 10 goals, so they practice. They lasted for hours. There they play long checkers, 20-minute checkers with no helmet, no boots, many injuries. No, my father used to park the car. My grandfather used to park the car and watch us playing when we were 11, 10, 12. It was, and we didn't have many horses, so we had only one horse. We had to play 20-minute checkers. In a small polo field, very small polo field.
Right.
It's incredible that my father's farm, it is 9-10 goal players will learn to play polo in a 200 yards long and 90 yards wide.
Wow.
A field like that, no? I'm playing every afternoon for hours, no? Same pony, poor horses. And sometimes going to the hospital because broken legs or broken something. Not even boots.
What a great way to grow up, though.
And then another thing that now, if you say my son or the kids, we used to go to school in Buenos Aires. So take a bus on Friday night, arrive Saturday morning to the farm in La Pampa, that is 300 miles from Buenos Aires. Somebody waiting for us there at the bus station. It is 24 kilometers to the farm, and then getting the horses and riding the horses to Chapalefu to play Saturday afternoon, to play Sunday morning at Chapalefu.
Back on the bus.
Back to the farm with the horses.
Oh, yes.
On a set. First on a set, and then we put them all loose. But at the beginning on a set, winter, cold, and an hour and a half it was the trip from the farm to Chapalefu.
That's so
back
good.
on the bus, school, and we were 6 goals until we were 6 goals, not until we were 13. So great story, talking, playing.
Wow! And did you guys did you have time out of school, or because you started traveling? What age when you started traveling?
No, I played with Henry de Kwiatkowski when I was my first time. I was 19, 20.
Okay, so school's finished.
I went to the uni because for 2 years I went to the uni because I used to take the bus to the uni, going back, but I was all day dreaming about polo. No, I'm the oldest son of my brothers, so they made me go to
You're the oldest.
Uni. I'm the oldest.
So how did your handicap go? Like you start on 0, but not.
I started with 1. At that time, we started with 1 at 14 because we were not allowed to play the potrillos, that is the most important kids tournament in the world, if we would play an official tournament. So until I was 14, I played the potrillos. At 14, my cousins, they asked me to play intercollege, that very important tournament, with them and Esteban Panelo, the father
Esteban,
of these
I know
two.
Esteban. Yeah.
Amazing, a really good player, amazing player.
That's Tommy's dad.
Tommy Benjas, exactly.
Yeah.
I won it 4 times. I have the record with Frankie Doniak and my father of the intercollege. And then from 1 to 3, 3 to 4, and then 5, 6, 7 to 9. I got it to 7 to 9.
Like 18.
When we lost the final, first ever Palermo Open that I played, at 85, I was 19. We lost against La Espadaña by 1 goal, and they put me up from 7 to 9.
Whoa.
And then I got back, from 9 to 8.
Oh.
I have my first girlfriend, and they changed the position. I play number 3, and they put me to 8, back to 9, and then to 10.
How old were you when you went to 10?
23, probably.
Yeah, so you got to 10 just a little bit before me then, Eduardo.
In Norway, see, because you have a long winter over there.
Yeah.
You cannot play all year round, for sure.
That explains it.
See,
Who,
for sure.
who tells you you're going to be 10 goals? How do you find out? Who tells you that?
No one, because it was something natural on the family. My father, my uncle, my cousins, my brothers. So it wasn't something
So
that
it's expected.
expected. The same like when we played the first time the Argentine Open. My father, he won it 17 times. We were used to go back with the cup to our house, and we play with Pepe. I was 19. Pepe was 18 with Daniel Gonzalez and my father. We lost against La Espadaña the first time that we ever played by 1 goal. I say, man, it's going to happen. Then it took us 11 years and many finals that we lost until we won it. So it's even better because then you
really
enjoy more, you appreciate more, because if not, it's something that it looks
too
easy, no?
And how was Daniel Gonzalez to play with?
Very good number 3. He was a good captain that with the anticipation, timing. I used to go forward a lot because he used to stay and back me up. And then he became our coach. First time that we won, in 96, after many finals that we lost, we hired Daniel Gonzalez, Pepe Nachi, Piqui Diaz Alberdi, and myself, and we won the first Argentine Open.
I hear Daniel was amazing on the near side.
Sí.
He's just a legend.
Sí, and very good rider. The anticipation. He won it with Santana. He won it with Coronel Suarez. He won it with Coronel Suarez too.
Wow.
When he played with us, he was he nearly retired. My father, he was 44, 45 when we first played with him. I know.
Incredible. And so you've got your uncle and your father and your uncle on that side, and then you got the Harriets as your other uncles. Did you look up to Juan Carlos as the back, or who was the back?
Alfredo.
Right.
More, I learned more from Alfredo.
You learned from him.
I learned it because we didn't have videos at that time. We had to pay attention
And
when we
remember.
play the match and remember, and to see the practice when they play a practice. They did. I never see them practicing penalties because they had the horses at Hurlingham Club. My father, my uncle at Los Indios, but learning, watching. No, there you have to learn watching. Now you have everything. No, you can see the players in Instagram replay, slow motion, and everything. It was more difficult, no. But I watched more from him because my natural position it was more playing at number 4.
You wanted to be that back.
Exactly. Watching Frankie Dorignac and him, that they were the best 2 number 4s at that time.
So, Nick, I think you had a question about penalties to Eduardo.
Yes, I remember a long time ago watching a video of you taking penalties and going through your process. You're one of the most influential people, I think, when it comes to the sort of the taking of penalties, and one of the most consistent strikers of penalties. Can you walk us through, for those of us who struggle with the penalties, what is the process that you go through when you're going to take a penalty?
But you are a 10-goal player. You should know how to hit it. No, I assume, no.
I mean,
in Norway, there are not many fouls, probably. That's why.
I mean, I know how to do it.
But for these two,
It's for Ross and Glenn because they struggle. You see, they struggle.
First, I learned to hit it watching Alfredo Harriot and Frankie Dorignac, the way that they put the feet, the timing, tee up the ball, things like that. But one question that Kerry Parker asked me when first time I went to Australia, Alfredo Harriot, who was there, he took us, both of us, because he played at number 4, and he asked me, "What do you do? How do you hit a penalty?" I said, I put the ball, I look the ball, and I hit it. He made me think
Good.
Exactly.
That's what I want
And
to get into.
then I started thinking and I created a routine. No,
Yes.
the routine that to set up the ball. Also, everybody has a natural, or you play with slice, or you play with fade. The natural way that you hit the ball, and also how do you aim to the goal, where you divided the goal in from the half, and then I when I was young and I had really strong arm, and I used to hit it like that the ball. So I aimed the ball a little bit more on the left, and I used to tee up the ball a little bit more on the left, and I aim a little bit to the right of the between the middle of the right post. And then when I got older with the slice, so it was the opposite. I put the ball on the right side. I aim it between the middle and the left post. And then also where to look the ball. Not only where do you look the ball? I look the ball. I say no, and then exactly you concentrate on one spot on the ball. The timing, how to get when the horse is like that, not when the horse is going up. How I used to rotate the shoulders, the hips, the heels down, and all those things, no?
But Kerry was the one that made you think about it.
Exactly.
Really?
Shane Kerry is the one who made me ask. He asked me that question, and he made me think. And then I started thinking, and I created a routine, and I love practicing, no, from different angles, from different distance. But he's the one who made me think how to hit it, and then when you have that routine, it's much easier, no?
Wow. And do you think, so I was the same when I grew up. I wanted to learn as much as I could. My father didn't teach me a lot. Love my father, but he was just about, I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to play. Showed me how to hold the stick, and the rest of it was like, go and do it. But I wanted to learn to get better. So I paid for coaching. You were already 10 goals and thinking about it, but then he's made you think about this. Is that one of the reasons why you've now become one of the best coaches in the world? Because he started to make you think about that, or were you already going down that road?
I'm like I said before, I'm very passionate, and from listening the Coronel Suarez talks, and also I learned a lot with Daniel Gonzalez when he coached us nearly 10 years. And I'm fanatic to watch all the games now that are on TV, and to go to see the games. And I'm very open for different things. It's never one way to do it right. No, you can do it, get it to the what you are aiming in different ways. No, and also you never finish learning. No, that's the most important thing. And I love what I'm doing, teaching the kids, having clients that they come to for coaching, coaching the teams on the Triple Crown, helping my son to improve his polo, and all of that. No, the breathing, everything is a way of living. No,
It's a lifestyle.
Exactly.
If we can just take a step back, how did you go from you're 10 goals in Argentina, you're playing all of the stuff, and what was your route from that into being a professional player and sort of traveling around the world? How did that actually sort of come about?
Well, my father, he won like everything that he won being an amateur, no? So at that time when I started, they made me go to the university because they wanted me to finish a career, no? It's one thing that I didn't finish it. I pretended that I went for 2 years until they give up, and I say, okay. And Pepe, my brother, is only 10 months younger than me, so and he went and he finishes. So okay, Pepe.
Did he ever thank you?
No.
Thank you?
No, when he passed me on and then they gave up, no. But at that time, it was not bad, but they were amateurs. My father, my uncle, my cousin, my cousin. No, they started going to Florida. They are 2 years older, Gonzalo and Horacito, no. So they started traveling, and then I started when I was 19, no. But it was different at that time. We didn't have trainers. We started the Triple Crown season with 9 horses.
Wow.
Each of us, and we played 2 chakras from Tortugas to the Open, the best horses. So we didn't need it 9. We needed for the practice 9 horses. But then for the game, with 5, there were more than enough. And it is completely different, no? All those years that, and I started playing 85, and I finished my last year in the Triple Crown was 2017. So I played 31 with my brother Pepe. We always play together the Argentine Open. 31 years
So
playing.
cool.
31 years playing the Argentine Open.
That's amazing.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
31 years playing the Open.
It's a lot.
That is incredible. And so you said you played for Henrik. Was that one of your first
My first
overseas?
The first patron I played in Florida, the worst player ever. Maybe he was a 10-goal player in Norway. In Norway, he got into 10 goals. He told me he's Polish, but in Norway, he got into 10 goals. He was the first 10-goal player in Norway. But see, they didn't even wait for him at the lineout. So they used to put rubbers on the stirrups on the boots to don't lose the stirrups.
People would go like this around him.
He used to play on spotty horses so everybody can see them and not run them over.
I don't know. You might know the story. I don't even know.
A funny character.
Was it? Yeah.
He spoke many languages, many stories. He's been in many wars. And they say that a book, Cain and Abel, is been written by him and his brother.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe it's true. He was so special. He also very big on race horses, dancing.
Yes.
He bought, and then he
Dancing,
famous
Dancing. He owned Dancing.
and then Conquistador Cielo that he won also the Kentucky Derby, and he voted Calumet Farm in Kentucky.
Calumet was him.
Then we played for Kenneth Stable at the beginning, and then when he bought Calumet Farm in Kentucky, we played for Calumet Farm.
So he was both Calumet and Calumet.
At the beginning was Calumet, and then and I played for many years with him.
My funny story I know about Henrik was he had all the coloured horses, as you said, and I think it was trots. I don't know if you were there as well, but they got to a final and they had no horses left. So Henrik had 5 or 6 of the spotted horses that had come out, and they said to Henrik's grooms, "Look, we need these other 5 horses. He's playing one horse." We're like, "No, you can't do that." He said, "Look, when he comes off at the chukker, take the horse round the back of around the back of the truck, change the bandages, change the boots, bring it back," and he played one horse for the whole 6 chukkers because they needed the other ones.
I don't know if the other ones that were good for the profession.
No, but they needed a horse to ride.
I never heard that story. Maybe it's true because I never heard that story. But the horses that the Henrik they played, you cannot. Maybe on those days, but no, they were not bad horses, but they were training for him.
Very quiet.
Exactly.
That is so funny. Oh my god.
And then when was your first? And when was your first season in the UK, Eduardo?
In the UK, 89, playing with Peter Scott with Pendle. He's a friend of mine. I just watched 2 games, 2 days of the Gold Cup 2 days ago on the weekend. 89, when with the Argentines we were allowed after the Falklands War back in the UK. 89, I was 23. See. 20, maybe I got into 10 goals when I was 24, 25. I don't remember now well.
It's funny you bring up the Falklands. I hadn't even thought about that. Is it something that was a huge
from,
part of your...
No, from 82 and from 82 that the Falklands started until 89, the Argentines we were not allowed to play, to come over here.
7-8 years.
So, but I finished school 83 and then I went to uni for 2 years.
Yeah, so it sort of
and then it didn't affect me because then I played over here. I played in France when I was younger. I played in Bagatelle.
Yeah, right.
That field is amazing. In the middle of, it's like Palermo, but in Paris. Huh. It's incredible. A small field, like where we grow up learning playing polo, but then you play 4-a-side, proper tournaments, and really nice clubhouse, traditional Bagatelle Polo Club. They play at Deauville, then I started playing over here.
So I was saying earlier with Ross and I had my earliest memory of you is 91 at Elliston. How did that come about, the 40-40, and what are your thoughts on Kerry? You mentioned him already, but yeah, how did that come about?
I played in Australia before that, when he invited us, like I said, Alfredo Cardio, Gonzalo Tanoira, I think 2 years before, or 1990 probably was, or 89. And then that year was very special because he hired all the 10-goal players. We play for a month at Elliston. We all live it together. I live it with Trots and my cousins. Abracito Gonzalo, poor Trots. We make him crazy. And like on the caravans there at Elliston. We all have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then we play the last match of the season. It was the 80 goal, no?
Was that the first 80 goal or 40-40? Or
No.
was there
No,
more
there's been a
before
few.
that?
Around the world.
That one was probably the third one. 75, when it was 100 years of the Argentina play in polo, no? 75, they play my father, my uncle, the two Dorignacs, the two Harriots, Gonzalo Tanoira, two Dorignacs, two Harriot, two Heguys. Gonzalo Tanoira, and who else? Because it was Horacio Heguy, Gaston Dorignac, Juan Carlito Harriot, and Frankie Dorignac, the old team of Argentina, of the Cup of the Americas against the young team. It was my father, Daniel González. Daniel González. Daniel González, Gonzalo Tanoira, Daniel González, and Alfredo Jarro. And the young team beat the old team 7-6, 75. Then we played in El Dorado.
How many
In El Dorado, we play also with Memo Carlos, my two cousins, the two Pierres, Trots, and myself.
A bit more relaxed, that one, or not?
No.
It's full on.
I finished with a play
really?
and Memo nearly pulled me down. He still says that it's not a foul. I said, that he nearly pulled me down. Overtime. No, it was overtime. No. When they threw the ball, imagine.
You want to win.
Good. That one was probably the second time that I did one. And the third time probably was at Yellowstone. Yes. 91.
So my father remembers you playing a chestnut mare of Ginger's called Linda.
Sí. I remember. Sí.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because we played the whole season.
Yeah,
The whole month we played with. I played with Ginger. And I had a great time. Robert Carmel, with Alan Kent. I played with some. And then one year I took Gonzalo Pierres. He got injured, and I played with him a couple of the Yellowstone horses. Then I played Pinky. The Yellowstone Pinky and some of those horses with Cambiaso, with Adolfito, myself, and a 6-goal player that he used to work with, he worked with Ellis. I don't remember.
Stuart Howie?
Stuart Howie, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
What style mare was the Yellowstone Pinky?
Really handy. Really handy on the ground, really nice acceleration, really nice balance. See? And then was the Pinky of Cody, no? The Palomina, but I played her also the year after. And she was amazing. I played her 2 checkers, and I got her famous because with Cody it was impossible. Difficult to tell with Cody, no?
What have we got, Nicholas?
And then how long were you based at Brunei at Coworth?
We got hired by the royal family from 96 to 99.
How many of you?
All. The 7 Heguys.
7
Heguys. 7 Heguys.
All employed by one person.
Exactly.
So there's 8 houses in Coworth, and they had one each.
Oh,
right. 8 4-bedroom houses. So one of the ones that I stayed in was where these guys were.
Exactly. And we played football, we played ping ball, we played many things. Because Prince Bahar, he was 15 or 16 at that age, and we used to have a lot of fun, and we used to play. Then Bautista, the first year, 97, that we played over here with them. No, 97 that we only trained because Bahar, he was too young, and we only trained, and we played the Sobel Cup, a 26-goal tournament in Soto Grande. We went Bautista, myself, Héctor Guerrero, and Prince Bahar to play there against Blackbirds, against some teams, tough in September. At the same time that they were playing the Riders Cup. The golf. We played that week. We won it, and then 98 and 99 we compete. We play with them.
Queens and Gold and
I played the 98 and then 99 on the first match of the Queens Cup. I had a fall and I had a pelvis accident and an operation and and a couple of months out. Everything.
So that was 96. 95 was the first year you won the British Gold Cup with Nachi.
96 with Brooks Johnson. I played with Brooks Johnson in 96 first time. I won it with Nachi in 96. A game that Glenn Gilmore, Jim, he still remember because he wanted to kill us. Jim, Kerry, all, because we beat them 13-12. 13-12. They gave us 1 goal because there were 23 goal tournament, team.
22,
So they gave us
Who
1
went
goal.
up? Adolfo? No.
No, I don't know. No, it was not Adolfo.
No,
Javier
Adolfo.
and
Yes.
Javier and Gonzalo and Julian Daniels. And Terry, he was not playing. I don't remember.
Fish.
No, it was not Fish. Someone else. I don't think that Kerry played. And I scored 11 penalties and 1 field goal. Nachi scored 1 field goal, so they were and we went to the party because they used to organize that night at the
Elliston party.
You went to the party
of course. Flemish. No, what's the other? No, but that was the
Finding Hill.
Finding
Finding
Hill.
Hill,
Finding
sorry,
Hill.
Finding Hill,
Finding Hill. They wanted to kill us. And Jim, he did a postcard, with Jack Richardson and those guys, and he's still talking about the thing. Hi, Jim.
Oh my God! And you had who was with you? Was it Seb Donny or John Fisher there?
Both.
Yes, you had both.
Both, because we use John Fisher for the quiz cup, then Sebi Downey, but then on the fourth tracker, Pyjama, a gelding that Brooks Johnson was playing, trip over, in one lineup, he trip over, and Brooke, he broke the collarbone.
That's right. There's a photo of him with the.
He broke the collarbone, and then
right.
the last 2 checkers and a half, we played with both. And also, Brooke, he nearly killed us because that night we had a celebration there, and we brought Pyjama and we give him the rag of airplane pony because he made the best player of the match. He broke out of the team.
The best player of the match was him falling off.
Imagine if now you do that to a patron. I'm the godfather of one of Peter Scott's son, and I'm the godfather of the daughter of Brooks Johnson.
That's so funny.
I'm very good friend with all my patrons. Good friend with Joe Gorge.
But you make that in a lot of the things that I looked about you on the internet. You make sure that people understand that you've got to enjoy this. It has to be a game that you try really hard to do, but you've got to enjoy it because only one team can win.
Exactly. And it's not only it is more important the before and after, because during the match it takes an hour and a half, but you have to have fun, go out for dinner. I become friend with all my patrons. I had a really good relation, and that is much more fun like that.
So I went and saw Sebi this morning because I thought I was going to be talking with you this morning. So it was interesting. I said to Seb, so how was it when you're out there? He said, we're in Indios. And at night, Glenn, you have no idea. There was like gunshots. It was like the Wild West in Indios.
And they stay at the big house, at the clubhouse. That is a big house over there. See, John.
Anyway, chatting away to him.
And then they came to La Pampa.
And that's what he said.
And they play field number 1 of Palermo.
He said he did
3 checkers each. My father, Toto Colarden, and we won in field number 1 of Palermo. They play 3 checkers each, Joan and Sebastian.
But you could hear Sebi talking about being in field 1 at Palermo. Unbelievable. So I said, what was it like? He said it was really hard work. We had to ride 20 horses a day, had to get it done. And I was like, so how did it work? He said, all I had to do was find a way to work out what made them shout less at me. But he didn't mean it in a bad way, because the same as what Lola actually said to Lockie the other day. If I'm not yelling at you because I want you to get better, then that's when you got to worry. The day I don't yell at you, that's when you got to be worried because I've given up.
We never got it that bad as Lolo. He's really more passionate than us. Nachi may be the same. I'm a little bit more quiet. But it's very difficult when you are inside the field to talk. Right. See, exactly. Your car rate is 180, 160, and you're trying to do the best, and it's not easy to talk like that.
No, and it's actually a compliment to, because you actually do like them and you want them to get better.
See, for sure. And they got it really. They both were really good.
Who have you? You've talked about a lot of your teammates in various teams. Who was the best teammate for you?
Bueno, Pepe, my brother, because I played with him for 31 years, But then Anachi, then we played together. But I had a lot of fun playing with Milo Fernandez Araujo. Yeah. We played only 1 year with Pelon. Pelon still, he played his first Argentina Open, 2009, with us, We were already, in 2009, I was 43 already, quite old. And that year was very special because we beat both teams, 40-goal teams, during the season. We beat La Dolfina.
That's huge.
Because Ron actually told us that was one of his most memorable occasions ever.
We had a lot of fun. We won. We beat La Dolfina, 40-goal team in Tortugas, and then we won. We beat El Estina, a 40-goal team, Pablo, Juanma, Falcon Gonza, on field number 1 of Palermo. We were very scared that day. We thought that they were going to kill us. No, we played the first game of the Open, we lost, and then we had rain for I don't know 3 weeks. The second game of the Open was on December the 2nd.
Jesus.
And usually this year you're going to
Really
the final.
finished.
In the final is December the 2nd, and we were so worried we had to train at Indios with the field like this, field number 1, mud like this. They used to take the horses on the entrance of Los Indios because on the road. And we prepared the horses like that for nearly 20 days. And when they throw the ball on field number 1, we were so scared that they were going to kill us. They had the Restina with all the setup and the thing like that. And they were playing every day, chakas. We started 7-0, and then we finished by 1, and we didn't get to the final by goal difference. So Pelon, probably the only time that he didn't make it to the final of Palermo. He has an incredible record.
Unbelievable record.
Pelon,
for a non-Argentine too.
Sí, exactly. So, and he's an amazing player, no? But that year, and then we picked the Salvador with my father, also started playing with my father. I'm very thankful for all my years, no, and important.
We had 2 Australians, Bob Skeen and Sinclair, that went out. Are they spoken about much in Argentina?
Sí. Bueno, I won the Bob Skeen Trophy. That is the best player, the young player of the Argentine Open. The young Argentine Open is under 21. Bob Skeen. I don't know if they still that award. I won it, and then I met Sinclair. In Australia. Oh, what a character! Really funny.
He's a proper character.
No,
but they said he was a bit like
he was sort of crazy when he went down.
I don't know.
A bit, no, completely. No, I never played with. I met him. He was retired, but my father he played many times against him. No, my line, and you can even the ball. It was 50 yards. He was still protecting the line of the ball, the old line of the ball, something like that. No,
right. Wow. Sí. Yeah, unbelievable.
And then what was? Sorry, so you go, Glenn.
Oh, we've lost you.
No. So I was going to ask. We've talked a lot about your playing, but one of the things that you're most renowned for at the moment is your team coaching. What was the route from playing into coaching, and how have you got involved with that?
Charlie Hambury was really the one who started me, because one day he came and he said that I'm better outside the field than inside the field. So he convinced me to. I played with him and George the year before instead of Pelon, that he broke his thumb on the first match of the Gold Cup, and I replaced him. And then I started coaching at Remanso for a few years. So at that time I was better outside than inside, and he was right. He was right. I was still 9 goals or something like that. But I don't know.
You hadn't done anything wrong.
He had a vision of me coaching, and we had a really good friend with all the family.
No, he said he's really good friends with you now.
We had a lot of fun. It was 2018 when we won the British Open with Baimi, the Donkey, and Ollie and Charlie.
Donkey Harps.
No, Donkey. We still really good friends. We still have the WhatsApp group. Yeah. We always joking and things like that. But we lost the final of the British Open the year before.
With the same team. That's right.
Because Charlie, he got married.
And he went to
the day before, and he called me to La Pampa in January. I'm going to get married, and he told me the day. I said, Charlie, but that's going to be the day before the final of the British Open. It can be a good problem to have.
It's a problem.
No?
Because everyone wins.
He played with no. We didn't go. Charlie, he had to go, no. So he played with makeup.
Imagine if he didn't go.
No, we played with so many. Something of another Tommy, he played with makeup. We had a custom party at Christopher's house. We had a lot of fun.
So he said that the first time he played with us was when Pelon got injured on Amersham 1, and he had to play in Pelon's shirt. He said it was 3 sizes too small, but I think that was a bit rude.
No, it's the only time that I couldn't appeal for a foul. No, it was embarrassing. No, see, for sure. I
appeal for a foul.
No, it was terrible. We won Loro Piano. We beat Alfio Marchini's team. See. George, Charlie, Jaime, and myself. See, we had a great fun time.
That's so good.
That is brilliant. And so you go through stuff that I've looked at. Preparation is so important. You've touched on this already. Do you look at the videos a lot nowadays? Or I mean, you said you do, but what are you trying to take away? You said one of the seasons that you had Tonkawa, Las Mojitas, King Power. There's a lot of big names there. What are you giving to the teams that sets you apart as a coach?
You have a view from outside, I think that you cannot see when you are inside the field, no?
Yeah.
And also the preparation before, and also the videos after, no, the match that are very important, no. I let the list of the horses. I let the players because they are the one that exactly. See, you cannot. They are always all the players in the 12 ground are amazing players, so you cannot tell them about that. You can suggest the training and things like that, but then it's their opinion, no. But the way that you prepare the matches and the thing that you see and you have to change in between the match, no, that's very important. The tactics. And then by example, over here, I have on my iPad. I was watching yesterday, and I made to each player some
notes,
some videos. So you always learn. No,
So you'll take snippets of that and send it to them with.
You need to do this or
what
do
you
this.
think about
exactly individual. I like it individually because it's not nice to talk.
It's not embarrassing.
Exactly. It is better when you say exactly. It's much better like that. I prefer you change things in private and you correct things in private, and then you talk in a group, know about another things. No.
Perfect. That's so cool.
It takes a lot of time. No.
Yeah.
It's much easier to go and follow them to change. No, you did here, but it's better for me. I think individually.
Definitely, and if you can send it to them and they can watch it.
If you when you watch it, the mistakes or the thing that you have to change, and if you if you keep repeating, then you're not learning, no. And all it is it's like life is you never finish learning, and to don't make the same mistake again and again and again.
Totally.
So I've started doing the coaching of a bigger team this year, and you were very kind of what you said about the Ojo Caliente team that I'm doing. But what I've found is in the middle of between a chukker, you can't give too much information. What is your thoughts on that?
You have 3 minutes. Here they don't throw you the ball. In Argentina, 2 minutes 50.
They throw the ball in.
3 minutes usually sometimes they throw the ball. So you have to let the players first talk with the grooms.
Yep.
Then you have less than a minute or a minute, no. And the secret is not to tell the thing that you're doing bad, because it is is the sandwich thing. It is bread, ham and cheese. It is something good, what you want to change, and something good to make them go again. Yeah,
I've not heard that.
You like it, the sandwich, and also you like it.
But
Just explain it again.
Yeah, can you say that again, the sandwich thing?
It is a theory of sandwich. It is bread, but what you say in between, no, you put the ham or the cheese or something good, something that you want to change, and some things, and then to put them back on the field with something to motivate them. Exactly.
Yeah, because if they come back and you're continually giving them negative things.
They don't want to listen to you anymore, and then and especially the players, they know when they make a mistake. So to go and again, there are things that you can, and also how you say it. By example, if you say to a kid, don't do that. Don't, the first thing that you do, that thing to don't, how the way that you talk with the players is very important. No, it is
the way you communicate to them.
Exactly.
Right. The sandwich theory, I like it.
What would be one thing, like over all the teams you've been coaching and been coached, what would be the one thing that everyone should pay attention to in various levels that our listeners can take home and try?
There are many things, no? The horses, but it's very important the relation between the players. You have to have fun.
Yeah.
That's very important, because if you don't enjoy it, you spend more time outside the field than inside the field, no? And the way that you communicate in between the players, no? Because all they know when they make a mistake. So it's very important that they are friends. That's what Milo did it with La Dolfina when the first one they started. That they changed that to get more together, spend more time together.
Oh, is that
They
right?
used to be Adolfito and Pelon in Cañuelas and Juanma and Pablito Pilar, and they used to play. They made them play the Jockey Club Open together on maybe 2013. Bueno, coming.
Oh, man.
Cruz.
Hola. Hey,
He's-
mate. ¿Todo bien?
Wow, 11:47. He's waking up. No, he's coming back. Coming back from the stables. He made them. He created a group. They were not. They were four amazing players, but they were not a team. How to change
Interesting.
a group to a team. See, and it's
So-
that. By example, to El Remanso, we went sometimes. We spent a lot of time together because we were all together, and we made a lot of. But when we played golf together.
Yeah, everything.
See, this. Then you become. That's the secret of Coronel Suarez. Two brothers and two brothers. So and they
Yeah.
were married. Also, they spent many times. Is good. It's good to because then you know each other without even needing to talk. No,
Definitely.
it's difficult in say wait 1 second. It's difficult
Yes, Eduardo. Sorry,
with
Eduardo.
amateur players outside because the patrons they work. They have another no. They have
Job,
to do another job. But as much more time that you can spend together and have fun, that's the secret.
That
One of
sounds
the-
like
one
a
of-
good thing
One of
anyway.
the secrets.
Yeah.
Go, Nick.
Okay. So the question that I had, Eduardo, is you talked a little bit about process. Do you have a process when you're first getting a team together to coach them, or do you approach every team differently?
No, I have some rules. There are some rules of think how to follow on the field. No, by example, if now that they change on the side of the field in one corner, and you have a knocking, by example, you have to go from that knocking going into that direction. If you go to the opposite direction, then it is you finish playing against the four of the other team with two players only. If these two guys go and take the knocking, go into that direction. By example, don't try inside the 60 yards. Don't put the ball back in the middle on backhanders or going forward. But there are some rules on things like that. But then it is depends. You have to play on depending on the moment of the game. If you're winning, if you're losing, you have to be more aggressive. You have to make them make the mistakes. If you're playing under the rain, like yesterday, play a match, hit the ball, put the pressure, don't overcommit, things like that. There are many things. Number one, depending, by example, this year we're going to be playing. I'm coaching La H, that is Polito, Hilario, Sapo, and Fran Elizalde. That is a fun challenge because they are four amazing players and they have the challenge of again to playing against La Dolfina that they are with that they won it last year, and then La Natividad with the two Castañolas with Facundo and Pablito. And I think that they're going to have a really good season, and it's a fun challenge. No, there are some rules that you have to put, but then it's very dynamic. No, the way that they rotate on the field, and because it's such a big field with only four players, no, and so fast that when you turn to one play to another one, but that's something that that they have to know, and it's good that we have certain rules, no technicals, no things like that. Who attacks on the lineup, who defends, if the ball pass you, how to turn it, and things like that. No,
It's
And
interesting.
when
you said-
you're
Sorry, Nick.
so, and when you're coaching a team, do you start with coaching the individuals first and then building the team later, or do you look at the team first and then work on the individuals within that team?
first on the group, and then
Yeah.
individually, as we are playing checkers, playing games, and things like that. No, but and then together, no, then together. But then I want the four of them to know what they have to do on the field, no? And then to change and adapt depends the opposition and depends the weather conditions and depending on many factors. No, so it's not that easy. There are many things, and like I said, I'm always learning. No, trying to read some books or videos of coaching. That the theory of the sandwich that Glenn, he's gone now straight to buy a sandwich.
He's already
Right.
written it down.
I've written it down.
You read it down. But it's very fun. It's really good fun. No, now you suffer us more than inside the field. And I finished the matches because it's like I'm playing. I'm the fifth player outside, no, but I enjoy it a lot.
Fantastic.
Nick,
What's
I
going on?
think we were talking earlier, and Eduardo was saying he's got a head of a mallet missing when he was playing it. Can you enlighten
Right.
us?
Yeah, so Eduardo, I've got a confession to make. I owe you a mallet head. You were playing it. It would have been back in sort of early 2000s. You were playing at Cowdrey. You lost the head of your mallet, and at the end of the chukker, before anybody could go and retrieve the mallet, I went and stole the mallet.
Don't worry.
And I it's going to sound a little bit weird, a little bit stalkerish, but I had it framed, and I had it on the had a wall in my house for a long time. So I'll get a mallet head sent to you. I'm really sorry about that.
Don't worry. Now I don't play that much. Now I just training cruise horses, making the green horse number one. I got tired of being at the back.
Really?
Say much more
Hit
fun.
me the ball.
Pass me the ball, and I run it. And I like to feel free on the four. All the teams, they get organized from the back to the front, and you have to be more discipline, exactly. And it's boring.
Classic.
It's boring.
Can we talk about horses a bit now?
Well, it's interesting. Do you want to have a listen to this quickly?
See, because I asked a friend of mine, Santiago Ballester, that is the president of the Argentine Breeders Association, and I asked him how many breeders there are in Argentina registered, how many embryos in Argentina we make for per year, and how many natural breeding in total. When you're talking with Glenn and Rose, let me listen.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the schooling competitions, the different ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the different and the rules and how the judging works and stuff like that.
I think Eduardo would be the best one to answer that. I'm not really in a position to answer that, Ross.
You idiot.
Thanks,
Well, I'm here to help.
Actually, the way you rode Glenn Gilmore the other day, I was impressive, Nick. You got into him a bit. It was good.
Oh, jeez, I've soiled
Have
myself.
you kept the pressure on him?
I have done actually, and you're absolutely right, Ross. I thought I'd do him a favour because I've been putting quite a lot of pressure on him recently. I thought I'd give him an easy session the other day, and he just took the piss.
Yeah. Righto. What do we
I
got?
have the answer.
Here we go. We got the answer.
You have the question?
Roscoe, I think you had a question for Eduardo.
Okay. No, in Argentina, I just asked it, and he replied. There are over 300 breeders registered
300 breeders.
for Polo Argentino.
And those registered breeders do register so their horses can compete.
Exactly. On the Ruelos Palermo, on the blankets, the Argentine Polo, and also to have a register, they have to export them with the chip. And they can compete all around the world because now they give Argentine Association everywhere.
Yeah.
Over 300. There are the 5,000 embryos per year.
5,000.
5,000. 3,500 fillies because they sex, no? And then the natural breeders don't have that number.
They don't
know. No. But it is more or less like that. 5,000 horses
And how many
embryos they register per year. Now a lot. Now because Celestina, they started, La Dolfina.
Do you believe in cloning?
I like it for breeding. I like it a lot for breeding.
Keeping the genetics alive.
Exactly. For breeding, I'm fanatic. Then I don't think that the clones they are the same as the original. No, they have more.
They do. They vary quite a bit.
Yeah,
Like I was told that they were identical, and then when I went and saw them,
no, they are not, on the marks. They are not identical.
No,
they
but
move,
even-
things like that.
but
But-
even their body type is different.
See.
Like,
And also they have more injuries. They are not that thing on the laboratory.
is that right?
Hey, for me, yes, most.
Right.
They are not. They are not 100 or so, and that makes it more fun because if not, it's a photocopy. Of course, like that, it is boring. No, for breeding, I love it. I love it because, and also geldings,
Yeah.
Wembley.
Make them become a cult. Yeah.
And then Eiken Kura that he died, and the improvement in have, and even some famous thoroughbreds. Use them
Well,
when they die for
Adolfo's got Stormcat. Yeah.
See? I have one
Oh,
from
do
the
you?
clone of Polo Pureza. We mix it with Stormcat. I saw him in February, last February with Oli Camera. We went over there and we saw the Stormcat.
Exciting.
So that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, that's
So
incredible.
for the breeding, that's a great.
Okay,
breeding.
so let's just talk about the.
And also in Argentina, we have the advantage of it's not so expensive to breed
No.
like over here in Europe. In Australia, it should be quite.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No? In Australia, yes, but in America or in the rest of the world, it is much more expensive. That's why the weather it is and the soil is more sandy. And we have all the gauchos, and we get the Breeders Association, different programs, and so that's why we breed so much. And sometimes it's cheaper to send a good mare from over here for breeding in Argentina, and then bring them when they are 6 years old, not to keep them here for 6 years old.
if they are good.
If they are good.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love cloning, and I believe and I enjoy watching the cuarteteras, but there were many horses, but they are never as good as the original. The cuartetera original, they are amazing, but the original was special.
What about? So tell us about the schooling competitions, like
La Rural.
La Rural of Palermo, they are horses, different categories from 1 year old that they are not broken yet. The 2 years old.
So the 1 year old's just a lead class.
Exactly.
Yep.
And they are never the grand champion because they cannot show it on the middle of the city of Buenos Aires. And there are 135 or 150 horses competing this year.
So the 2 year old competition, what do you expect from those?
There are different categories. There are from 2 to 2.5. No. Then you show them.
Got to school
them.
So is there any bridle or
No,
anything?
It's open. It's open. But then the first the breeders they show it, or the gaucho or the piloto that you have, and then there are 3 judges that the
They
right.
ride it as well.
You're a judge.
I see 2000 and I don't know, 3 years ago, I was the third man. So, but then in the final, I got them to all and one of Adolfito, one of Faltambido, I think, won that year. But it's amazing to sit there. That's only one. Then the domadores, that the father of Polito, the father of Hilario with Magrini, they are doing that one. You have only 7 months, 6 months to break a horse, and then you have to take the poncho to get on one side, to get on the other side, to open a gate, and then there are different things that you have to do, and then for a good price. And also the breeders.
With that one, can you start with 10 horses, or you just nominate one horse?
You pay inscription of $1,000 already, so
you're not putting 10 in.
You're not putting 10. You're not putting 10. And also then you have different courses of the farriers. They are coming some guys from Brazil or Americans that they work on quarter horses, on criollos. So there are many centers now that they are specialized for breaking, because imagine if you have 5,000 a year plus the natural breeding and things like that.
It's got to be 8,000.
See, but
a year.
It's easier to. It's a process that's going to get it complicated because to breed them is not that difficult. To make them until they are 2, okay. Then you have it's difficult from where you have 90 or 100 or some big organization, or you have 20 to break them, and then to make them play and rest them until they are mature, until they are 5, 6 years old, 6 years old, that you cannot push them. It takes, if you have 20, you have 20 that they are 3, because
Four,
4,
five,
5, 6, and then it's a lot. It's a big operation, no? It's,
The
that is
thing
fun.
that-
It's what we love, no? And it is
So, what do you expect of your 2-year-olds? What do you do with them?
nothing.
Nothing?
To look nice conformation.
But no breaking them in at 2?
No,
Normally 3.
no, 2.5, 3.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I give now lately, because then you cannot push them until they are 6.
No, exactly.
So there's some breeders that they do the supplement and things like that. And when they are 2, they are amazing, like the thoroughbreds. And then they win a year, for example. At 5, they're already more ready to play advanced. But it costs much more money, and I like it more natural, as the way a La Pampa that we are, and it's less expensive. Maybe it is more effective like that, but you need more people, bigger organizations. And
So
things
with
like
you, they're getting broken in at 2.5, 3.
Sí.
And what is that breaking in process? Is that a 6-month process or?
a year.
A year.
I'm not in a hurry, because
yeah.
if I receive it when they're 3 years old, then I have it like a year. I let them rest, because when you start a horse that has never been ridden, they are sore at the beginning. You break them for a month, and then you rest them for another month and a half, 2 months. You bring them in for another month, and then
right.
see, I like it. The horses
And when you get them back,
rest, and when they are resting is when they learn more. For me,
sure, 100%.
exactly.
We talk about that all
So,
the
yeah,
time.
they learn a lot in the paddock.
Exactly.
So people are like,
What stage are they at when they come back? At the end of the 3-year-olds?
See,
Just turned 4, maybe.
turning 4, then you start showing the mallet, sticking bolems, chuckers, 2 against 2, 3 against 3, and then you rest them again for a while, and then when they're 5, then they start playing some proper chuckers. There are 6, you push them a little bit more, but to play the Triple Crown, you don't see horses that they are, at least they have to be 7 years old to play at that level, no? And it's very important to rest, the process of resting the horses, to don't push it. There are horses that they've been pushed when they were 4 or
But
4.5,
they don't
5.
play after 7.
4,
Right.
Polo Pureza, La Luna, Marsellesa, and they play for a while.
Oh, they did,
But
actually.
how many you lost?
Yeah.
No,
They were
on
incredible
that
mares.
process. Those ones, they were special.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Special. Luna, Pureza, Marsellesa,
Marsellesa.
to name 3.
Yeah.
But how many they say exactly?
How many did
But
they
you
win?
need to have big operation, and you have to a number to be able to you don't need
So
to have you don't need
you
the
can
horse,
put them out
because sometimes
if they
you
need
have to do it because you don't have nothing else,
Yeah.
no?
yeah, for sure. What's and you get quite a few foreigners coming in and playing them through those 6-year-old years, or what?
Sí, foreigners, good pilotos. Oli Calmo.
Yeah, well,
Oli,
that's
he
it.
comes every summer, January, February, our summer to La Pampa. We had a great time. Matt Perry, he sometimes he comes.
And they're on the
they're
6-year-olds?
friends.
Or-
Yeah, and sometimes they play them in Buenos Aires, at Pilar de Cámara, those tournaments that they started pushing them at that age. Then I have a couple of black guys that they are for handicaps. The guys that they come, James Emlin or Toby Bradshaw this year, they came to La Pampa during the summer. See, they learn to play the way that we learn it, and especially when we are at the farm, like Sebi told you, we ride in the morning, we ride in the afternoon, all day. See, this the way as much that you train, as better that you get.
Amazing opportunity.
See.
Yeah, Jack Hyde was the same. I asked him this morning, what was your experience like with Eduardo, and he said exactly the same as said. It was hard work, but you had to get up and you had to do it, and he learned a lot. He really enjoyed it.
See, and I do it myself also.
Yeah.
So they are beside me, and I will look, and I change things, and I teach them, and I make them watch videos or things like that to see themselves on the field or when they're riding, and that's, I think,
Amazing
that's the best way.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, just to get back to those the schooling competitions, what are they judged on? Like, how do the 3 judges pick the winner?
Confirmation,
All right.
40%, and then the way that in the ones that, and especially the way that they move, how
And-
correct they are, the action, how sensitive they are, and things like that. And they don't have to be like automatic, because if you teach a horse how to do it, you have to know and how they move. No, that's very special. The most important thing, because what an ugly horse can play Palermo and can play two checkers, but not a bad horse can play two checkers. If it's a nice looking one and it's not good, he cannot play. No?
So what? So 40% on confirmation, and the rest is on the way they school.
Sí.
Is it a set pattern, or they can go and do whatever they want?
They have a minute free. It's freestyle.
Right.
On that one. On the one of Domadores, that
Breaking in one.
that one is different.
Right.
But in the Rural of Palermo, that is the most important one. It is the free. You have 1 minute first to show it,
Right.
and then the judges, they get on a horse
And-
and they ride them to see how they.
Right. Oh, the judges
feel.
ride them.
Yeah, the judges ride them. That's the cool thing.
The judges will ride them. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because when you can see them and you can notice, but then you don't know if the
What
guy
they're hiding.
exactly
What's
is
it
hiding
really
something.
So La Rural, RURL, like rural. Is it a full like is it a show that's happening like a
Sí, agriculture,
everything's there.
machines,
Cows,
cows,
sheep, pigs, whatever?
sí, chickens,
right.
rabbits. It's in the middle of the city. La Rural of Palermo is everything.
Yeah,
it is
right,
for
okay.
2 weeks.
So it's like our,
the
it's
horse
like
a
our
week.
Sydney Easter show.
It's the show, sí.
Yeah, same
Sí,
thing.
we don't play that crazy thing.
Did you play in this?
Sí, I played.
Did you really? Who with?
Jonathan's kid was the I don't remember, but I played over there. It was really good fun.
Such fun,
Oh,
isn't
sí, amazing.
In front of 20,000 people.
So, what age group do they compete
And
up
the
to?
Rural Palermo, it is the week after the final of the British Open.
Oh, right.
Sí,
Final
it
of
is
the British
that.
Open. Oh,
sí,
right.
sí.
So it's like 3 weeks away.
So 3-year-old, what age?
Two
Yep.
2.5, and then until they are, you can have horses that they are 5 years old,
Right.
but they don't win because as younger than they are,
More
if
impressive.
2.5 or 3 years old moves amazing, and a 5 years old, then they give the prize to 2.5 because. Sí,
makes sense.
exactly.
And how many of those horses go on?
And they have to be, and it is mares and stallions.
Oh.
Two categories:
Like
Grand
goats.
Champion, the stallion, and Grand Champion.
Oh.
Sí, sí. And they don't compete against each other.
And no geldings?
No geldings. No.
Amazing. And how many of those horses that do really well in that competition go on to be superstar polo ponies?
There are a couple, eh?
Yeah.
There are a couple. See, I think like Guillermina, that the one of
yeah.
Nico, she competed on that. A couple of the one of Adolfito played. Then you don't need to, because they are those ones. They are amazing. They are 2.5, 3 years old. Maybe then you have to give them time.
Leave them.
Say, leave them, go easy, because you push them a little bit too early to get it. To
Let them mature.
Exactly.
So,
See, if you keep it pushing because they're ready, but the conformation of the horse, I think that some books, I think like that, they say that the horse is ready when he's 6, something like that. The bones, the
knees, is it?
exactly, everything is ready when he's 6. The thoroughbred industry, they have to push them when they are 2.5, 3, but they are 6. The career is gone. See, but it has so many that if not to keep them, like the same problem that we have, to give them 20, that they are 3, 24, 24. It is.
Yeah.
They need the money. Exactly.
They've got a better business model than we do.
Exactly.
They've only got to win 3 races, then they can become a broodmare or a stallion.
Exactly. See.
They're done.
You want to ask a question?
I was going to ask about, you mentioned earlier about Lahache. How did that team come about, and how do you think it's going to, what's your process for getting them to work as 4 phenomenal players that I don't think have played very much together to work together as a team?
Bueno, Hilario and Sapo, they played together for Monjitas. They got to the final. I was coaching them 2018, and they played 2019 with Camilo Bautista's team. They played together. Then Fran Elizalde, it is Hilario's brother-in-law. He got married with Hilario's sister. I'm the godfather of Fran Elizalde. And Polito played with Sapo and Hilario for La Alegría.
Yes.
So
Fred.
the four together, maybe they never play together, but they know each other really, really well. They are in the step of their career that they are very mature. They've been doing amazing. Hilario won the U.S. Open. Polito won the Queen's Cup. Franis and Ilesapo both they are on a really good level everywhere. They have good organizations and they don't have the pressure because everybody's talking about
The others.
La Natividad, is talking about La Dolfina, the defending champions, and these guys they are ready to have fun and to do some damage.
Fantastic. No, we're very, very excited to see them, guys. I don't have those, those are all the questions that I had. Roscoe, Glenn,
Outstanding.
I've got one more. I just want to find out, why are the Argentines so good? We briefly touched on the Patricios, and is it the sheepskin thing that the kids all learn? Is it? I mean, obviously,
Explain Patricia.
Sí.
So, yeah,
Patricios it is
the word for foals, which is
foals, exactly.
which is like the young kids, like junior polo.
Sí, this is a tournament of Los Indios Polo Club that
Yeah, you started.
it is. We all started playing that tournament. I started when I was 9, and at that time it was only one level. So it's under 15, and I had to play against kids that they were 14, and I played with my cousin that we both. With the three of us, we got into 10 goals. We got destroyed the first game, 10-0, something like that. I was 9 against 14 years old kid. And then I've been organizing that tournament for over 25 years. Last year, it is played in one day.
I was there.
Now it is played used to be played at Los Indios. Now it's at the AAP of Pilar because the facilities, you need 12. They have 12 fields over there. So go play in one day. And 75 teams, double knockout. Then you play the first match, then you go to the Gold Cup or the Silver Cup, and then all levels. There are kids that they are 6 years old that they're already competing. There are for girls, there are level for girls, they can mix. The girls they can play with 1 year less than they have. 75 teams one day, amazing. That's one of the most important. But then we came the 2 days before, 3 days before. It is the Tolo Polo, La Dolfina. It is at Martindale. They play now. We used to play only one tournament a year when we were under 14. Now they play every month or every 2 weeks to the season. They play. I played with my father's horses, with my first tournament, with my father's helmet, with my aunt's boots, and now they come with these guys. They have horses for their own, training for their own, and they have everything. So imagine the evolution of that. Trailers, they bring 6-8 horses each players. It is amazing. It is this year is on the 4th of December. The final of Palermo is on the 2nd, and it's 100 years of Indios Polo Club. So we're trying to have 100 teams. No, 100 teams.
2017, Lockie finished school and we went to Argentina, and Cruz was playing in the Patricios and he was the best player there by a long way. It was really cool to watch.
See, he got the prize. The Familia B. Familia B is the prize of because all the best. There are players from all over the world that they come to play. So everybody is invited to try to make it. Then you can watch it. You can watch the
That's
final.
an invitation.
You can watch the final of Palermo on the 2nd, and then you play the Patricios on the 4th, and the Tolo Polo maybe on the 1st of December. And that weekend with the semifinals of the final of Palermo is something that is very special. And that's why we are so good, because Argentina, we breed a lot, and then many tournaments. They start very young. Also, they can see the best player at the level that they is only been playing in Argentina. No? For professionals on the field, and it's a family thing. Most of the son of the Castañolas, the father was a tango player, Poroto, that is a freak, is a tango player, and then you're going to see all the kids of the Juan Manero, Pablito, Pelón, and the Pieres. See?
One more question.
Yes.
Where do you see Cruz slotting into the Open?
Close. He got it really close last year. He lost the final match by 1 goal, not to get into the Triple Crown. He was the substitute of La Dolfina Polo team during the season. He is very close. He is 19. He's 7 goals. He's going to make it. It's a question of time. He has to enjoy the process of the steps. No, if you, like I said, if I wanted that when I was 19, the first Open, maybe they say it's very easy, no. What it costs you more, it is that you enjoy more, no. For him, maybe that he's 19, that he won the Quiz Cup last year, he won in Soto Grande, he played with amazing players, no. He's enjoying the ride.
So,
and he's playing well.
he's playing very well.
Like he's got
Beautiful
a new role this year.
Better.
in
He's
England.
he's going to be better than me by far, and he's not better already. No, he's better than me now.
So, I know some of the things that I've been allowed to do with polo, but your stature, your name in the polo world, what's the most amazing thing that you've got to see because of polo?
To meet some people, no, that if not, it's ridiculous to play on the field with the Sultan of Brunei, like I played with Prince Charles, that now is King Charles, and Prince Jeffrey, or meeting some stars, playing the whole season with Mike Rutherford of Genesis.
Oh, that's right. Gold Cup.
And it is, there are things that is incredible, no? That it looks like it's natural for but the way of style life that we have is amazing, no?
Lucky, very lucky.
The places that we travel, the way that we are treated, no, and to have these things, opportunities, no, it is incredible.
How did the Laureus thing come around? Because there's 243 ambassadors. You, Adolfo, and Nachi are the three polo ones. There's Boris Becker, Hugo Porter, Sean Fitzpatrick, Tim Henman, Jackie Chan, Darren Lockyer, Sean Pollock, like people that are ambassadors for Laureus, and they are always trying to improve the lives of young people. Is that what it is?
See, but we help them. They are members of the academy. That is all you have to be retired of sports, no? And then they give awards. It is something of Mandela, Foundation of Mandela, Sports for Good, that he believed it, and it's true that you can change the world through the sport, no, the societies and everything, no, and I've been helping Hugo Porta. There was an Argentine rugby legend, and every year we do a charity for the foundation in Argentina. All the big athletes, they have foundations for their own countries to help the kids through the sports, no, on education, on everything. And we played for many years over here. Now it's in Soto Grande last year. This year, on the 13th of August, is going to be in Soto Grande again. And I had the chance this year on the 8th of May, my birthday. I got invited to the awards. They were in Paris.
I saw that on your Instagram.
I met Lionel Messi, Figo, Lewandowski, some amazing athletes that I watched on TV. And through Laureus, no, but it's good to be able to transmit, what all the things they experience. That's why I love, and I like teaching, like teaching, because to transmit everything that I learned, and also to help through the sport. It is something that we love, and if we can help people from our sport that we love, we are really, really lucky.
Amazing.
So, we better wrap it up.
Yeah.
Precious
You've been incredibly generous with your time, Eduardo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nick?
Yeah, Eduardo, this podcast it's been a phenomenal experience for me, and every episode is a phenomenal experience for me. It's bringing me into contact with my heroes and people that I've been a huge fan of, and have had a big influence on my enjoyment of the sport and how I've played the sport. So I wanted to say thank you so much for everything you've done for polo, and thank you very much for agreeing to come on and spend so much of your time talking to us three idiots today. So thank you.
We'll send you the postal address for the mallet head.
Yeah.
I send you the cane now. Then you have the head of the mallet. I send you the cane.
Yeah, I'll get that to you. Sorry about that. Sorry. Roscoe.
No, thanks, mate.
No, you're welcome.
It's great to hear that.
Yeah.
We need to go to Argentina.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It didn't be late for you.
No, just for interest.
Okay.
For the
For
horses,
tourists.
to be honest.
No.
The horses are the
Harry,
honest.
you're more than welcome to come to La Pampa.
Thanks.
To see how we all learn it, and how the way that we grow, and that small polo field, the way that we breathe, and we want. I want all the world, all the level of polo in all the countries not Argentina to grow because it's fun the competition and sharing the experience. It is very important. No?
So
And actually, what stallions do you like? What are your favourite stallions down there?
No, man.
Sorry, Nick.
No, but bueno, de
Who
Lestina.
are you using?
I'm using a lot of Dolfina Maradona. That is Val Nikita, the best playing pony, by example, of the Gold Cup last year. That played by Fran Elizalde, the father of that one, and now it's being played by Facu Pieres. We are using a lot of that. Then some Lestina Blood with Sportivo. La Irenita, they are doing a very good job. And also some classified that is from Australia, the Pelon, Clarida Atlantic. And I'm open to, like I say, Storm
And you
Cat
bring
also.
those to your mares.
Now there are hundreds of plant centers that you send
of course.
so it's much easier. You can send it to different places, and you have different bloods.
Yeah.
So
And you try to match mare up with stallion the traits.
Exactly. See, and also now Cruz that is very tall and trying to breed horses that are a little bit bigger and stronger because the position and the way that he plays.
You've got him really well mounted.
Thank you very
Looks
much.
very like. Ooh.
yeah, it's a good stamp.
Righto, sorry, Nick. I just had to ask that. I've got a couple more questions, but we're hanging up before that one.
Episode 2
Episode 2.
next time.
Okay, you're committed to that now. It's your suggestion, Eduardo, so we're going to do a part 2.
Who's looking good for the Gold Cup?
We'll do it in Argentina. We have to go and visit.
Hang on, who's looking good for the Gold Cup? Nick, who do you think?
Oh, there's too many. There's too many to choose from. There's
Just
too many.
pick
I
one.
was really impressed. I like Green Gates. I thought they played
big
so
call
well.
first.
They're playing
season.
today, I think.
Yeah.
They're playing by now.
Glenn?
I said Dubai for the Queen's Cup, and they lost in the quarters.
They did look good at the start.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Amazing. The first 3 matches.
The quarters or semis?
Quarters.
I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to go with them.
Ooh, horses.
Ross?
Everyone's a winner for me. I'm so woke.
Because your hands. Yeah.
Go on.
I don't know. I think it'll be a team that hasn't got through that fell out of the Queen's Cup.
Well, that's why I said Dubai, because their horses should.
Yeah,
hopefully
you
be
think
all right.
they missed a couple of those big games, but I don't know if Dubai have the horses to start with.
I don't know.
The legend. What do you think?
By example, I was going to make a huge mistake on the quiz cup. I never thought that a team that like Muro Santos that were going to win with so many teams, so very big organizations, and so very balanced teams.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Muro Santos is a good organization with 3 amazing players, but it's not that balanced like some teams. No, that they have to play against each other, and that's.
But both teams in the final.
See, exactly. That talks really well about the 3 professionals, the 3 professionals and the patrons that they pick that team to play and compete. And that's the thing that is really good fun for everyone. That if Corinne and Alec, they were there and they were close to win it. There are many guys that are playing thinking just that they cannot play at that level, that they can do it. And it's a motivation for Corinne and for Alex to be on that. It's incredible for them to be on that day, and especially being so competitive this season, maybe the most competitive season ever. My pick, it is Dubai also, because they look so good. They didn't do well. They had to do it well. But then you have to have luck, Like, for example, you players to don't get injured, horses to don't be heavy on the important day. So many factors that they make so special all the sports. That is great. No?
The patron's horse goes up and goes over like
Pijama, best playing pony of '96 at our stables. Sorry, I hope that you're not listening to this podcast.
Righto, cool. Go. Thanks, boys.
Eduardo, thank you so much. And we'll see you for episode number 2.
Ciao. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Good fun.
Hey.